Welcome back. We are pulling out the paintbrushes today with Karla Pierce from the Karla Pierce Art Gallery. Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday, Susan.
Yes, I'm glad that the allergy pills are kicking in.
Oh, thank you so much. My goodness. I have developed an allergy to oil paint and other latex paints from years and years of using them. So it's like a paint glutton situation.
Well, I'm glad they're kicking in. We're doing a fantastic painting today. It's beautiful. We have a picture of it. I know that florals are something that you're no stranger to, and I think this one is absolutely beautiful.
It's a rose that was in my garden, and I got a new camera, was playing around with it, and it's like a macro. We're right close into the center of the rose, which almost makes it abstract.
Yes.
But it's floral at the same time. So
absolutely.
It's best of both worlds.
Yes. So how is this all going to come together?
Well, I am using primary paints today. And can I just go ahead and mix?
And pick them up.
Okay, so
we'll get a close-up.
We've got some magenta, which is a primary color, cadmium yellow, and cyan blue. And I'll just show you, this is a brown shade that you can get by mixing all three colors. Now, what I've done here is I've got, let's see, a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow together is going to make a green tone. And then you pop in the magenta, and you see that? That makes kind of almost a brownie tone.
That's really nice.
Can we catch that? Yeah.
And
okay,
it's always correctable because you just have to add a little more of one thing if you don't get it.
That is correct. So to catch this color, we're going to take a little more yellow, and we're going to orange it. Isn't that amazing? It's like magic. And all the colors that I am using in this painting are right here. I'm not using any tubes of brown or anything else in it. And in all actuality, these three colors plus white plus black make all the colors that you could possibly need to use in a painting.
So you don't need that many different paints?
No. One of the common mistakes that I get from art students, they come in with 50 tubes of paints.
Oh boy.
And it's no wonder, because you're trying to mix a green and an orange, and you're getting brown, and they don't know why. And if you simplify your palette, and we call that limited palette, you have a better control over what's going on in your painting.
Okay.
Less chance of mistakes. So I have two different browns here that I've mixed. I can use those very easily and modify them.
Fantastic.
Shall I just go right in?
Let's see. Where are you going to start is the question.
Well, I generally like to start in the center. So I'm just going to go right in. And there's some dark bits right away. And instead of doing a window pane type idea where some artists will start at one corner and work their way across, the way that I like to paint is that I pick a color, so I'm starting with my dark areas, and I'm just going to start to land them in right away, wherever I see dark areas. So it's like the painting is evolving all at the same time at once. So everywhere where I'm thinking it's a bit dark, I just land in color. And let's say up here, it may look actually more orange, so then I go back into my palette, I lighten that up, I get a bit of a brownie orange, and in it comes, just right off the get-go, just like that.
I'm always amazed at how you start with these abstract colors and lines, and it just turns into something.
It happens really quite quickly once you start landing color. And now I start also with a gray canvas instead of a white canvas, and that makes things easier for me to see. So like just making that brush stroke, right away we've got light, we've got dark, and we've got a middle tone right off the get-go. And then you just work along with the painting. I'm going to pop in just a hint of magenta around here.
Oh, delightful.
I know, isn't that pretty? It's just like whammy.
Now, while you keep painting, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Yeah, you paint away, don't worry.
All
you
right.
don't have to face me.
Okay.
What's going on down at the art gallery? I know you've got some things going on that you wanted to talk
about.
about.
Well, I have lots of art classes as usual, and also I am setting up, I'm planning my next show, and I know a lot of artists like to sell their paintings out of their home studios, and this is a good way to sell art, but I have to say it really makes a difference when you get into a retail situation.
Yes.
Sales go up at least 100%, so I am currently looking for more artists.
Good for you.
And I love to have local art. I think that it's important for our community to support and buy things from local artists.
It truly is. And they all need to start somewhere. So if you're willing to give them that wall, you know, they can get some exposure.
Yes, absolutely. And you'd be amazed. I mean, I was really shocked when I first opened my art gallery what a difference it made in my sales. It makes you feel better too, as an artist, because you're making the art and then somebody buys it and puts it in their home and lives with it
Yeah.
and loves it. I've
Yeah.
had people cry looking at artwork, not just my own, but other people's too. You know, and it's very satisfying to watch that emotional reaction.
For sure.
And I think with computers and technology, sometimes we get lost in that flatness of the screen. But to see it in real life and to experience, sometimes you can get an emotional
Absolutely.
reaction.
Yep.
I don't know. I saw a Renoir this summer, and I end up sitting in the gallery crying. And people are looking at me, but you know, it was beautiful.
You know what? And that's what art is supposed to do. It's supposed to
Yeah.
inspire you or evoke some emotion.
Some emotion, for sure. So the only way to really feel that is to go and experience, go to the art galleries, whether they're public, whether they're commercial, you know, just get out there. Sometimes there's little cafes and things that
Yes.
have local artwork in there as well, that you can go see these paintings. And, you know, buying art, real art, not just prints, it always goes up in value.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if the artist is famous. You don't need to get a Picasso. You just need to get a something local, and it will go up in value over time.
What we're looking at on screen here is the last painting that Karla Pierce did when she was on Midday. This one came together beautifully as well. Information on the screen, karlapierce.com, 828-2032. Again, 828-2032. If you'd like to get into some classes, Karla is a good place to start because she knows what's going on. And it's looking good already. I love that magenta.
It's amazing how fast it gets going.
Yes, it is. We will be checking in with Karla throughout the show. She has a busy hour in front of her as she finishes this piece. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have your travel deals with Roxana from TravelWise. Stay with us. It has become a beautiful picture.
There it is. It's very close up of a rose.
It's absolutely beautiful. I can't believe you always whip these off in an hour. It's amazing.
Aw, thank you. It's fun, you know, especially when you're doing something so close, it's almost abstract.
Yeah, it is. Great colors.
Thank you.
It's happy to have bright colors around when it's this time of the year and everything's changing. It's nice to have some nice bright colors in the house too.
But it's so warm out.
Yes.
I'm going to go home and play in the garden.
Good for you.
In
One
November.
day it's going to cool down. Thank you for being here today once again.
Thank you.
That is all the time we have for the Monday edition of Midday. Enjoy the warm weather. It's not going to stick around. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.